Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Midnight Hotline. It's week 4, episode 4. We were supposed to have 2 wonderful guests in. Unfortunately, one of them couldn't make it. Short time emergency, but still very happy to welcome Chris Griffin and Dan Duvall in tonight for the show.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's Midnight Madness.
Yeah. Let's get weird and loose.
Yeah, callers, call in if you want.
Call
Theme
us.
tonight, scams, heists, any stories. If you've got that, please call in with your any thoughts, ideas.
Do like a good scam.
Love a good heist.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear someone call in and just start telling us the whole story of like Ocean's 11 and see how long it takes us to figure it out.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
a lot of characters.
Or like the Italian Job or something. Heat.
One of like a simple scam I like to pull is winners. If every year you can go into basically every year winners after Christmas, they'll have a 2-week return policy where they'll take anything without a receipt. And
they sell everything too. You can return it. You can return a rake there. Like it doesn't matter.
so,
Anything.
but it's mostly from what I can understand clothes, but I think it's any gift. So what we would do is after Christmas, we would just take a bunch of clothes that we wouldn't want anymore, we're tired of, return that all in for cash, but it's a store credit. So we would just get really nice drip for New Year's and just get our whole New Year's outfit.
But how do they know the price?
They don't. They just try and guess it. They put it up in their computer. They're like, this is probably worth $35. And
Really?
You're like,
probably $6. You're like, fuck.
every
Are you allowed to swear on this?
yeah.
It's not midnight. It's Midnight Madness. It's not midnight.
Yeah, but for YouTube audience, they want to hit that.
I think you can swear on
13-year-old.
YouTube.
I know.
I think you can.
swears these
I think it's encouraged.
We're not popular enough to get sponsored or monetized, so it's fine.
days. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll get there.
I mean, if Andrew Tate I think he makes money on YouTube.
Yeah, but he doesn't swear.
Yeah, I guess not. He's alpha. It's a beta thing to swear. Probably. I think it's
I think he
beta.
swears a lot.
Also, did you say that you were getting nice drip from winners?
Listen, I'm from a small country town.
I'm a Marshalls man, personally.
When the fire ran out in the fireplace at Winter, that's it. That was our heating source.
Yeah.
Winters is fancy.
Yeah, great. Okay, so what's funny about that is that I'm listening to you tell me this scam.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit, that's a good idea. Like I'm like getting pumped up, but I'm like a 43-year-old man who like has mostly my life together, and I'm still like that rascal in me's like, yeah, dude, let's go to Winners and rip. I'm doing that.
Get some drip.
I mean, let's get dripped out for Christmas. So right away, I thought it lives in there still.
Oh yeah, no, it's win-win.
Mischievous rascal. I'm still like, oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I used to work at Shoppers Drug Mart, and
Like Drake.
exactly like Drake. Yeah, I started from the bottom, and then I stayed there for quite a bit, and now I'm at a lateral bottom, like
Yeah.
a different. Yeah, like
But up a bit.
yeah, ran across the bottom. Now we're here.
Yeah.
right. You know what I mean? Like I'm still So, okay, this guy ran this scam. I'll tell you. I got 2 scams for you that people ran in Shoppers that were really good. One of them was this guy he would come in and he would fill out like the most impossible sports action card, and like that would pay out crazy if it would win, and it would be like 10 minutes before the cutoff, and then you'd find like the most like meek cashier, and he would like go over to them and he would be like, oh, I left my wallet in the car. He's like, this was really hard to fill out. Like, don't throw it out. I'm coming back to buy it. Right. And then he would just leave and then not come back unless the card paid out.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
he would just, so the ticket would just sit there. And if the card paid out, he would come back and be like, oh, my ticket, I left it here. And then if it didn't, he would just leave it.
That's Ocean's 14.
It's pretty, it's really good.
wild.
It's just Danny's broke. He lost all the casino money. These are the scams he's running now.
That's a pretty good scam.
Pretty good scam. Yeah.
But I guess you get found out pretty quick. Like, they're like, that's the fucking guy.
It also is probably never going to work because it's like the most impossible. But it's like, I like where his head's at. I like the ambition, right?
Yeah.
And then the other one, okay, so there was a post office, right, at this location. So this guy, super normal looking dude, like not sketchy looking at all. He would go to the post office and he would buy a box, and then he would just go around the store and fill it up with stuff, and then go back to the post office and just mail it to himself.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
For what purpose?
Because he didn't buy any of the stuff.
Oh,
Like he just like loaded up the box and then just mailed it to himself.
that's hilarious.
So he didn't have to leave the store. Yeah. And the only reason why they caught him was because the security guard was just bored. And so he just started, he was like one of the only people in the store. So he just started following him with the camera and was like, what is this guy doing? And he was like, is this guy doing what I think he's doing? And he was. And then it turns out that because it has to do with the mail, it turned into mail fraud.
Yeah.
And now it's a federal crime.
Holy shit.
And he ended up, I think he got in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that was a good scam. That's a brilliant. I was like, man, let that guy go, dude. That's tight. That's awesome.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you should be like, that's our fault for not
Yeah.
like having that, or like,
When someone commits a crime that's awesome like that, we should be like, good job. You
yeah,
did
it's like
it.
you're not allowed to do this crime in the future, but
you're-
you win the crime.
Yeah, and then you name the crime after him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Gary Shuffle or whatever.
You get punished really bad if you get caught again, but like you got one over on us for this one.
Yeah.
Good job, little rascal.
Like how the Catch Me If You Can guy ended up working for the FBI. They
Yeah.
didn't put him in prison. They were like, help us.
Yeah, and that's hilarious. He made that movie, and then the movie's all lies.
Is it?
Yeah, he just scammed the movie people too.
No.
Yeah.
The movie he made
Google
it.
Yeah, the whole movie's lies.
Dude,
He's
you're
like,
gonna-
I never did any of that.
Well, what did he do then?
Nothing. Just lied.
He made up the story about the story.
Yeah.
Dude, this
he's
is
just
fucked up.
so he's just a writer.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
yeah, he's
the million little pieces guy. But then I think that they knew when they were making them. They're like, this guy's full of shit, but this is gonna be a cool movie.
Oh, you're breaking my heart,
Yeah.
dude. That's like one of my favorite movies. I love that movie.
That one and Coach Carter with Sam Jackson.
I never saw that one.
It's like a biopic about a black inner youth basketball coach.
Oh, yeah.
But it was produced and like written by the basketball coach. It's like I'm sure you're the hero in.
Oh, right. Yeah, he made it up. Like Forrest Gump, like how he wrote that. And he was like
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, Tom Hanks wrote Forrest Gump. It was like real. Yeah, he had us all fooled.
It's about Chet. It was,
Yeah.
it was an allegory.
I would watch that movie.
Yo, just a buddy cop movie starring Chet Hanks and Hunter Biden. I'd watch that.
Oh, man.
Yo,
Yeah.
let's get that going.
That's the new Lethal Weapon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Totally. I'd watch that.
Yeah, I had a good scam when I got WestJet Gold. One that's the hard part of the scams. You have to get
Yo,
that
do they,
first.
what does it do for you to allow one carry on?
Yeah, I know. Nowadays it's
Yeah,
fucked,
yeah.
but back then it was great because you could change flights for free. You could do it. But I found it out by accident. I like missed a flight once, just barely, and like the gate like closed and I couldn't get in. And then I waited till the lady came out and I was like, oh, I missed my flight. And she's like, oh, we'll just put you on the next one. And then I just like hung out. I had like you have free lounge access. So then for every single time I'd book a flight earlier than I wanted to leave, go purposely like wait for it to board, miss it, and then wait and be like, man, I missed my flight. And they'd be like, yeah, we'll put you on the next one in the lounge. And I'd just get drunk and I did it. And they'd also bump you. You'd be in first class or business class every time.
Oh, dude. And do you get free booze in the lounge?
Yeah, in the lounge and business class on the flight.
This
So I do
is
it and I did it all the way. And I
crazy.
remember December 28th, I did it, and they made me go to the like the right before my gold was gonna run out, and they made me go to the booth thing that's like in past security, like a WestJet booth, and they're like, "Oh, go there." And the lady's like, "Are you doing this on purpose?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Man, that's smart." She's
Oh, the Chris Griffin. Yeah.
Yeah, I know,
The
named
Griffin
after-
delay, they call it.
yeah, it
dude,
was great. Because they put you so you'd get like a shitty middle seat and you just miss the flight and then you're like first business class thing. Yeah.
Do we hang out like not regularly? And I think of you. I know that you're fun to party with and stuff, but like when we're hanging out, you're very like kind of a quiet, sort of like reserved guy.
Yeah, some people think that.
I do, and then every time
Because I'm
though,
planning scams.
you're sick, dude. This is what I'm saying. Every time you tell me something, it's the craziest thing I've ever heard. Like every time you tell me the thing, I'm like, that is awesome. It's always like this, like, whoa, dude, you're operating on like a different mainframe than the rest of us. Like,
Yeah, sometimes I think I just find things by accident. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It's weird when people are like, yeah, you don't talk too much. But also when I drink, then I'm nuts.
Well, yeah. It's like a totally different
shirt
thing.
off, yeah.
Yeah.
You get a real party boy vibe out
Or
of
somebody
when that
else,
happens.
Yeah.
somebody else's shirt on, or like, yeah, who knows?
Yeah, it's
That's-
like when people at my day job find out I'm a comedian, they're like, "What? They're like, you're not funny ever." And I was
yeah,
like,
but you're like the funniest.
yeah. But then I'm like, "But work sucks. Like, why? Like, this place sucks. Shit, dude. Why would I be funny here? Like, all I want to do is leave. Like, get through the day.
There's
But
no inspiration.
no, it's like I'll save every ounce of energy to.
Funny just makes it everything else takes longer. So you have
Yeah.
to like tell the joke.
Yeah, I know. But heists are like I always have dreamed of robbing a bank. I think it would be the
I've thought about
funnest
it my whole life.
like the jump on the counter part where you're like, yeah, motherfucker. Like, yeah.
Oh, dude, I've thought about it my whole life. I feel like somewhere in the back of my brain, I have like, I always have a safety net in that I'll just rob a bank if I'm ever fucked.
Yeah.
I'll just rob a
And I've
bank.
been
That's crazy though.
I've been like broke,
Especially
where,
like nowadays.
Yeah, I think you're just like instantly busted. But sometimes I feel like that you get away with one or two, like because some people get busted after a while, and they can't be the smartest guys. But I've always just been like, just one time.
Did you watch the Netflix documentary How to Rob a Bank? Did you guys watch that?
No.
I think I just added it. It's like about this guy called Hollywood, this bank robber from Seattle in the 90s. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
He was a wild dude. He was this crazy dude who lived like in the forest in Washington, and he made a treehouse. He lived in a treehouse all year round, and he was like naked all the time and on acid. And then he was making meth, and then he got caught making meth or something happened, and then he was like, I don't know what to do next. And he was like, I'm gonna rob banks, because everyone was robbing banks in Seattle in that time. I didn't know. It was when the tech boom was just starting out in the 90s.
Oh, wow.
When Amazon was just kind of getting big and stuff. And yeah, anyway, he started robbing banks. The dude was like one of the most prolific bank robbers in U.S. history. He put on like crazy cake makeup and like would wear costumes and stuff. And he was known as Hollywood, and they died in a showdown with the cops. Spoilers.
Whoa.
You don't say the thing and then say spoilers. I understand that. But if you haven't watched it, great heist.
Yeah.
Great
Holy
heist
shit. 'Cause
stuff.
that was always what I thought, is like put like put on like a fat suit or something. And
Yeah.
like learn how to be like, and be like, yeah. And then I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's always been in the back of my mind. I don't think I would actually do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to, because I knew a girl that worked at a bank, and it happens sometimes. Like the people come in and usually just slide a note, and she's like, it's like terrifying and like PTSD, and so I just wouldn't want to scare someone. But
yeah, that's the part that I was watching this thing, and the people were like, it was awful, like it was scary. And he had a gun. He was like walking around with a gun and like going into the vault, and like he had all these tricks and stuff. He was good. He was like real good at it. He did really smart things that I never would.
like, did he work at a bank to figure this all out? No, he just figured it out.
No, he just he would case the joint. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say case the joint.
No, you want to have fun crime. You want to have like Ocean's 11 level heist where it's not, no one's like really afraid and danger, but you're pulling, you get a squad, a crew.
You got an acrobat. You got to hire an acrobat.
You're pulling
That's part
fast
of it.
ones over everyone left, right, and center. One person's looking this way, the other person's looking that way. You're pulling money out from underneath their legs. It's an adventure. That's what you want. And then you have the camaraderie at the end. You all meet up by the fountain.
Yeah. This was that.
But those always go sideways. There's always like one person that like accidentally pulls the trigger and like, poof, it's like,
Well, yeah, like one person's going to have to die. But
yeah.
Somebody's got to die. We all do. In the end.
Eventually, yeah. That'd be a cool
That's
way
life's
to go out.
big scam on us. We all die. It's great.
Yeah.
I did another scam one time when I was in like high school.
Oh.
After junior high and high school, me and my friends, this is the weirdest scam. We went door to door in our neighborhood. We were probably like 17, 18, and we went around door to door around Christmas time, and we sang Christmas carols door to door. We were caroling. We went caroling. And
Wow.
and then we told the people that the money was for the Arbutus School Jazz Band.
Oh no.
And then we went and bought weed with it.
Wow. That's a good scam.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's weird that we were like, let's go caroling. like what? Like it's like the
Did
most,
you guys sing?
it's
That's
like the most
wild.
wholesome scam. But we did that, and then we got caught. And we didn't go to that school, but we used to go to that school, and the principal, she came. We had to go see. I don't remember exactly how we ended up with her, but we had to meet her at the school, and then we had to go to the houses and apologize and give them the money back.
Oh my God.
And we went to this there was this old man, he's very old man who lived by me. His name was Mr. Cowan, and he lived by me. He must have been at least 90. Well, I mean, when you're 17, anybody over 40 is 90.
Yeah.
But like, he's a really old man. And we went to his door, and she was like, tell him. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, we aren't from the Arbutus School Jazz Band. And then he turned to her and he said, I know they're not in any goddamn jazz band. They were probably buying reefer. He's like, he said, and I frankly don't give a shit what they do. And he was like, get out of here. Like, you've had our backs.
That's amazing.
It was
Oh
great.
my
And then
God.
on top of that, while we were out doing that, our other friends egged her car.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's great.
She had the sunroof open and they whipped eggs into her car. We got her good.
Oh, like that doesn't come out. That's
No,
yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Alcohol from caroling.
All from caroling. It's so crazy. What a stupid, weird thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know.
Did you shoplift? Did you guys shoplift?
Yeah,
You
still
shoplift?
shoplift. I just steal one thing.
Do you?
Just for fun. Oh, yeah.
I'm not allowed back in Canada's Wonderland.
What did you fucking take from Canada's? That's okay. What do you
Roller
mean?
coaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, the ghoster coasters. That was me.
He's got there's a bumper car out there, out in the parking lot. He's like,
Yeah.
It
Or
was.
you're just trying to hide so much cotton candy, and they're like, dude, we can see it. Fuck.
You're actually closer.
Okay.
It was my grade 8 field trip, and a couple of my friends and I were like kleptos at the time. And then like for me and my other one friend, like we probably stole like a couple necklaces, a sunglass, like some candy. Nothing too crazy. Maybe $100 worth of stuff each
At Canada's Wonderland?
at Canada's
They
Wonderland.
sell necklaces at Canada's Wonderland?
Just like $10 like souvenir.
It's like cheap.
cheap
yeah,
little
like from the
shits.
gift shop stuff.
Gift stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then but our other friend Luke, he well,
Classic Luke.
maybe it's live. He stole like thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Oh.
Like he was going in getting like
On the field trip?
on the field trip.
Yo,
he,
Luke is-
here's a $200 toy. He would walk in the store, just grab it, and then walk out to like a cute girl on the street and be like, "Here, I want you to have this." And he was just doing moves like that all day. And so but here's the thing: is we didn't get caught in Canada's Wonderland. It just once we got back to home for the school, one of the girls in our class ratted us out, and then it all just
man.
fell apart after that.
What was her name?
Yeah.
Dude, where's Luke at now?
Probably not doing well.
No, not good. It didn't
No,
work
no.
out for Luke.
Luke's
He's the CEO of Canada's Wonderland now. That's where
turned
he
his life around.
turned his life around.
Just the gift shop.
I think
Yeah.
Luke was number 7 in a family of 11. And that,
It's never good.
yeah, it's never good.
No.
No.
It's never good. The odds are bad. You think you have like you have more kids, you have better odds of having one make it. You don't. That's not how it works.
Yeah, they're all shit.
No, there's like
It's
one
multi-
time in the rough that you want to see succeed, but just gets fucking pulled down.
No, it's like multiplicity with Michael Keaton. They just get more and more dumb. Like the clones. I'm as the youngest child, I can confirm that's true. What about you? Did you shoplift? Did you steal things?
Yeah, well, when I worked at Dairy Queen, I stole lots. Like I made $4.25 an hour, but $100 an hour.
$100
Yeah,
an hour.
but yeah, we'd do the thing with my friends where we'd have like the hookup signal. They'd just come in like this, and then I'd make they'd order a cheeseburger. I'd make it like a quadruple.
Oh, yeah.
Put everything on, or they'd just come to the back door, and I'd give them like dilly bars and all that stuff.
Bro, I wish you still worked at Dairy Queen.
Yeah, I know. It was an incredible job. And it was, yes. And then I remember there was a supervisor named Kathy, and we'd always try to stress her out. And she would steal so much. She would make us make like full meals for her family, like at the end of the shift. And there was like the chicken burgers were the most expensive things. They were like $6 each at the time. And
That's a lot in those days.
Yeah. It was
That's
like
a crazy amount.
it's
That's
like $20.
pub prices.
Yeah. And then, and she would make us make like 4 or 5 of them. So she got caught. Like the general manager guy.
Really?
Yeah. Like did a stakeout.
So your manager was like, she didn't care if you stole or she was just also
She didn't.
stealing?
She was like the lady. She was a supervisor. She was stealing. Like it made us steal cook the stuff for her. But we would steal too all the time. Like
So that's cool. You must have felt empowered with your supervisor also stealing.
yeah, everyone stole.
Everyone
like,
was
everyone
stealing.
stole.
You sound like Ray Liotta and Goodfellas right now. Everybody. It was ours for the taking. We took what was ours. We killed. We
You
stole.
pay $4 an hour. Yeah. But then the owners had like this huge Christmas party, and then they announced at the party they're like, it was like Mr. and Mrs. Kim. Like Mr. Kim just bought Mrs. Kim a new marriage wedding ring. It's like a 3-carat. It was like a fucking $100,000 ring. So we're all like, what the fuck? Like they're doing fine. Yeah.
Right,
And
she
what a
was
weird
the Dairy
thing.
Queen. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. What a weird thing to announce to all your like poor ass staff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a
And we were
crazy
in like
flex.
the poor part of the city too. Like we were like it's insane. And and to think people would clap. But then they did a stakeout, busted this lady, and they pulled us in the back, and it was like, oh, there's been thefts. And me and my friend were like, oh, we're fucked. And then they were like, yeah, we have the camera footage of this lady doing it, Kathy. And then they're like, we don't want you guys to feel like stressed. Like, you don't have to tell us, but you're in a safe environment. And we were like, yeah. She stole.
She
and then,
stole.
Yeah,
Oh,
she got fired. Yeah, we were fine.
So
yeah.
Did you keep stealing after
Kept
that?
stealing. Yeah. And then the manager lady, like one time, because it was great in high school. I just like, I'd walk out of there with just burgers, all my whole sleeves. And then it was like the best.
You can't say that like it's a normal, just burgers in my sleeves.
Cooked made burgers or just the pat?
Cooked,
Yeah, all right.
fully cooked.
Mustard,
like warm.
condiments like on them, like mustard and mayo.
Like wrapped in the.
Oh, because they're wrapped. Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
I pictured fucking non-wrapped burgers just coming apart. Buns
I wasn't
coming-
thinking that frozen patties or.
Yeah, no, fully made burgers. And then I would stick them and hide them. And then right before we close, I'd put my winter jacket on and like stuff them all in the sleeves. And then I was like a king at like high school for lunch. Be like, oh, I just have burgers all the time. But then I got caught with that. And yeah, the manager came to like help me with something, and she would swear all the time. We'd always try to piss her off and burn the onion rings on purpose. And she'd be like, "Yeah, fucking cocksuckers!" And she'd always smoke cigarettes, and she had those yellow sunglasses from the '70s. But we thought she did. But one day she wiped them, and we realized it was just from the cigarette. Yeah, when the health inspector came, she'd sit in the back office chain smoking, and we'd have to wipe the yellow walls.
Oh, bro,
it was wild.
Like my dad's old Chevette. That's crazy.
It was crazy. So she like caught me, and she's like, "What is this, you little fucking guy?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" And then I blamed it on the guy that worked the shift before.
But that guy with 3 raccoons in a trench coat, so no one believed you.
Yeah, his name was Dan. But then the burger was still warm, and it was in the freezer. And then she was like, "Why did?" And I was like, oh, "I just found it here, and then I put it in the freezer because I didn't want to get Dan in trouble." Such a fucking liar. But she's like, "I know it's you little fuck. I'm gonna check the cameras." But I knew the cameras weren't on because I would like check before.
Because you had spray painted them black. Yeah.
And then she was like, "I know it's you," but she couldn't prove it. And I worked there for like 2 more years. But I would say like the girls were the only ones allowed to work the cash because she thought the guys would steal money, and like so smart. Like, because I would have stole so much cash. Yeah. Like, I don't know if I would have. Yeah, probably. But I was a pretty good kid aside from that.
I never stole cash. When I worked at a clothing store, like in the mall, and people would come in. My friends would come in, and they would just pick stuff out, and then I would just sell it to them for cash. Like the store became my store that like I just sold it for cash. I was like 16.
Yeah, I like how that's your loophole. You're like, I never stole cash. I just
sold. Yeah, sold.
But like, I caroled for cash.
I felt, and I only didn't steal cash because I felt like I would get caught if I stole cash. I had to count the register, right? But if I just sell the clothes and then keep the cash, it's like Arrested Development when they throw the banana in the garbage and take the money. It's the exact same. I was like, oh, that is smart. Yeah,
and don't like bartenders and servers always do that, like where they don't ring it in and just take isn't that?
Yeah, we do that at McDonald's when I worked there. Just like through the drive-thru, if you know the exact amount that the order comes through, that way you don't do change. You don't have to run it through the till. You just take the money. You have the person in the back make the food, and then you just split it. There's no paper record.
It's wild how much stealing is happening.
Oh yeah, and it's good. Honestly, good.
Yeah.
I encourage you to get out there and steal. I don't want to because I'm too scared. I shoplifted a little bit, but I was too scared. I was terrified of getting caught.
And do it to like somewhere like McDonald's or like somewhere that's like they're not going to feel that who's already taking advantage of their employees anyways. Somewhere like that.
Yeah. Like Shoppers is Loblaws now. Like if you're doing, recently, the only scam I've done is on self checkout. I will ring up shiitake mushrooms as brown mushrooms. That's like as bad as it gets.
Oh
for me.
yeah,
that's like it. I can't do anything else. It stresses me out. I'm like, I'm gonna get the universe is gonna smite me.
Yeah, I did the other.
If I'm not honest.
The only one I know is like 4011 is the bananas code, but I got organic bananas just because they look better. And then I was literally like not even thinking, just put in the 401. And the lady came over to like check on me and help me with something, and then caught me. And she's like,
No.
yeah. And I was like, oh fuck. Like, and she's
How'd you handle? Were you just like,
she
oh,
was
I
just
didn't
like,
know?
this is the wrong guy. And I was like, oh, I didn't like, I just punch it in so much. And then, but she was probably like, this guy's a lying piece of shit. But I honestly like didn't know. And I was like,
Which is, I mean, it evens out because you were like so many other times.
yes, yeah.
So
but nothing happened. Yeah, she was just like, oh, it's fine, punch in this thing. But I was like, oh, how embarrassing.
Have you seen at Walmart on the self checkouts? They have there's a camera and like your it shows that you're like on video. It's like a picture of you. Like I think it's supposed to like scare you or
Yeah,
something.
CVS and Home Depot and all, like in the States, got a like big ass screen, so it's like your whole body. Just
They must lose so much money having self checkout.
yeah,
for
probably
sure.
like 10% theft just built into those prices. Yeah, I mean another scam I did once when I was like really hurting for comedy. This autism foundation hired me for like $2,500 to do like a 30-minute keynote speech on autism and then 45 comedy, and so I had to like talk about being autistic. And man, to this day, and it was like,
What did you say? Like what kind of shit did you say?
I remember my
That's
opening.
crazy.
Yeah,
dude.
it was nuts. It was nuts.
If
And
Tom Hanks can do it, you should be able to do it.
yeah, I think so. Because my
fair.
mom's autistic, I think. So I kind of did a thing where I was like,
Close enough.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
That sounded like an autistic thing to say.
yeah,
Yeah,
and and I'm probably on this, but I don't know. But I did.
I mean, it's a spectrum for a reason.
Yeah, like at least the very edge of it. But then, yeah, and I was just like, oh, autism, you're not good at some things, but your superpowers at others was like the theme of my speech. But then I think like autism could be like a nightmare if you have like the nonverbal.
Oh, yeah, it
and
can get
they're
really-
like joking
yeah.
about it. I remember my opening joke. I was like, oh, if this doesn't go well, I'm gonna go home and lie under my mattress.
Also, if this goes well, I'm gonna go home and lie under my. Listen, I'm gonna go home and lie under my mattress. However, this turns out.
And that joke got nothing. I was like, oh fuck. And it was so weird. I did this like serious speech that they're all like, what the fuck? And then just
So-
step over and then do comedy. And I wasn't good at comedy. I was like 2 or 3 years in.
So okay, which one did you do first? You did the speech
Keynote,
first.
30-minute. Yeah.
So that's really weird. Like for you to just do a keynote speech and then just be like, okay, now
Literally
I'm doing
was
comedy.
at a podium, and then
There was no
this-
break in between.
No, I just like stepped.
That's
and was like,
crazy.
Hello, and then I was pretty dirty too. Oh, it was off. But I want to go to the foundation and do a free show for because I had that 2,500. Like I remember I could finally afford like a trimmer to like shave. I had like a huge beard. Like it was just like I had no money, so it saved my
Right.
life in a weird way. And we probably raised money, and it was the funniest show because after there was a lineup of people. Like,
Very straight line. Of
yeah,
people.
yeah, I know, and they'd all be like, "Hey,
52 people in that line. There's exactly 52 people in that line.
I literally know they're like, hey, funny. In one joke you said lowest common denominator, you meant lowest common multiple, and I'm like, oh man, he's like, just wanted to say that, but thanks. Like, and then there's like, next.
Oh, that's
and the
so
funniest thing is
awesome.
the parents were autistic too, and I'm like, you have autism, and the lady be like, the husband's like, I've been telling her that. Like, it was crazy.
Are you
Like,
sure you weren't just at an open mic?
Yeah, no, it was a lot of and then after I went up, and it was the first gig I'd done completely by myself. So I was like in this nice hotel, and then I went up to go to my room, and it was the second one in the hallway off the elevator, and it opened into like the main lobby, but it was like 3rd floor, and then there was the lady was at the first door, security from the front desk or whatever, and she knocked, and she's like, hey, there's a business guest next door to you, and they called and complained and said like the partying's too loud there. And the guy's like, we are having a wedding here. We rented out every single room except one on this whole entire floor, and you're telling me that person is complaining? And she's like, yes, I'm sorry, but
That's so funny.
we can also hear the noise into like the lobby. And then so I go into my room, witness that whole thing, wait like 2 minutes, go knock on the door, and another guy answers, and I was like, hey, I'm staying next door. He's like, yeah, I know. Like you called the front. We're trying to keep it down, right? And I was like, no, I just heard that. I did not call. And I just want to say, if you guys want to party, like, by all means, dude, I'm doing it. And he's like, dude, you want to come in? And they had like Super Nintendo and NES set up to all these TVs. And I hung out. And then he tried to get me to go to the wedding because the wedding was a Saturday.
Yeah,
and I remember
yeah.
the dad's like, come to the wedding. Don't fuck any of my daughters. But it was like, but it was like the best. Like, I was like, oh, I'm going to just have to go scroll on my phone like, alone, like, because the gig was over and everyone was autistic. But then that happened. And then, yeah, the thing will come up as a memory like once in a while.
Oh,
of, like,
that's great.
Just beer cans of me laying on the floor. Like, yeah, it was fun.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I mean. Like you'll tell me a thing and it just escalates in like you're telling me
Yeah.
like in the most casual way, and then I'm like, no, dude, that's like the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, that one was pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Like-
so nuts, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. that
To
was-
just wing an autism speech and then also then do comedy.
and I didn't even prep. Like I was just too busy like touring and like I just like didn't even try.
you like
to do it.
forgot about it, kind of.
I knew it was coming up, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do it the day before. And then it was like I tried to do it like an hour before. Man, it was rough. And I think my speech was probably only 15 minutes by this. Like, I didn't do the full thing, but that's hard for anyone to do.
Not me. I can't shut the fuck up.
Right,
I,
yeah.
can't, I have no problem.
Yeah.
Right on. We need some people to call in and give us.
Yeah, no one's calling in.
Call in, you fucking. Is anyone watching?
We've got 3 people watching right now.
Call in, you
We've had
cowards.
8 people. Yeah, come on. Everyone's got a couple scam. Well, I'll take at least this time. Thank our sponsor, everyone who, Good Company Lager, people who have paid for the phone lines,
I
keep
love
this
it.
show with us. Thank you very much.
I can't get enough
check
of
them out.
Thanks, good company.
Follow them on Instagram. Go buy them at bars. Request them at your local stores. All that good stuff. Thank you.
Yeah, I love Good Company.
Can I have another one of these Good Company beers that I'm drinking?
Absolutely.
That is definitely a Good Company, a crisp.
I believe that's their summer lime.
It's their summer lime Pilsner. Yes.
There should be.
Right on. I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm sure I have more scams.
Yeah, I like how like theft today too is just like they've just given up on it, and it's just a thing that like even I was down in Boston last Saturday, and a dude just walked in CVS, took a basket, filled it with like Gatorades, like just 6-packs of them, and then just walked back out the entrance. And the guy's like, "Hey man, you can't do that." Like there's just nothing.
It's like I actually can.
Yeah. It's like literally I'm doing it.
I'm
I'll
in
be back
Boston.
tomorrow.
You're lucky this is all I'm doing. Like you're like I don't kick your ass on the way out. Also,
Yeah, so I think you're allowed to kind of steal now. Or it's I don't know.
good.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, what's that saying? It's like if you saw somebody stealing food, no, you didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how I
yeah.
feel. I got into it with a buddy online one time, and he was like posting a thing because some guy in Campbell River went into the Walmart and just filled up a basket or like a whole buggy and was just leaving, and he was like, "Fuck this guy! If you see this guy, you should get." And I was like, "Nah, dude, this guy rips. Fuck Walmart, actually. Like, what are you fighting for? Like, what are you?
Yeah.
Why are you upset that Walmart is getting ripped off at all? Like, they're a horrible."
I'm not even that upset at Walmart. They just got taken, like they got robbed. But sure, but I'm upset at the situation that allowed Walmart to exist in the first place.
Yes,
But,
that's
you know what I mean?
even better.
Because
Yeah.
they're just making money based off of the system that's already there.
Yes.
they're playing by the rules that they're already set up.
Yeah, totally. But then they like, don't they? I mean, I don't know. I'm not an economist, but don't they then like lobby to have laws be whatever they want so that they can continue and then also make it worse?
Yeah, it's complicated.
Yeah, but definitely don't get mad at the guy for stealing. Who cares?
No, I was at the dollar store downtown in Vancouver once. So I just saw a lady clearly on drugs just filling up her backpack with cans, and I was like, whatever, ignored it. And then as I was at the checkout, she went running out, and there was a security guy, like a East Indian dude, and then because that's relevant to the story in a second, like caught her, and he was like, "Hey, you can't do it." And then they start like grabbing the bags and stuff, and then there was another dude that was waiting for the chick, so he he comes in and he like I don't know, like almost takes a shot at the security guy to get him to let go. So then I'm like, oh no, I gotta jump in on this, and then the girl drops the stuff and just like haymakers the security guard, but he blocked it with his turban. Like it was
Sick.
Yeah, and then he was like, just wound up, like full on went to haymaker back, and thank God she ducked, because I was like, what if
Oh,
he just
you can't do that.
Yeah, he just had enough, and then she just ran. Everyone ran, and poor guy. But man, yeah, because it was like slow motion, and I kind of wanted him to hit her, like it would have just been so funny, because it was like full. He put everything into that, and like just. He probably quit that day. But yeah, it was pretty wild.
The security guards that I worked with when I worked retail over the years were like some of the worst people I've ever met in my life.
Oh, really? Yeah, there's a guy, like guys on our football team. They're like, they worked at Sears, and they're like, oh, we would love fucking guys up. Like they would just be like,
Yeah, so
we
you
can't
guys have
wait.
a
Yeah.
stereotype for that.
They're super scary, dude. Like these guys were like, I saw a guy like tackle a teenage girl over like some like one or two things of makeup. Not that it would even be okay if it was lots, but like it was like a negligible amount of like nothing, and tackle her and like hold her face into the ground when the cops came. I've seen them. I've seen people get tasered. Like one dude had like a special license, so he was allowed to use handcuffs. I'm like, no one should have gave you that. You're you look like you comment on Pornhub videos. You shouldn't have handcuffs.
Wild, yeah. And then
You
they
should check
want
your internet history before you're allowed to have handcuffs. You know what I mean? These guys were like, almost all of them, almost 100% were like just the worst people.
crazy, yeah, because they're Huh? Because like people who are bouncers and stuff, sometimes they're like that too. Sometimes,
Yeah.
I guess you get the great one. And I guess people that are cops too. Probably.
Like, cop. Well, yeah, anybody who's in like
Like a bouncer's a guy who couldn't be a cop. You know
Right.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that-
yeah.
That's the lower.
Totally.
Then they're both like they were all on the same football team, but they just didn't quite.
Yeah. And some are great. There's great bouncers, great
absolutely,
cops. But
absolutely.
yeah, when they're not, it's the exact same guy. Like just, yeah. I know that. Oh fuck. There's nothing I love more than like being able to butt a line into the bar and get in, and nothing I hate more than like a shitty bouncer giving you a hard time, especially when you're old. You're like, dude.
I don't think I've been to a place where I had to deal with a bouncer in like a really long time.
Not a bouncer, but I as an older person, I got jammed up at airport security one time.
Right.
It was Air Canada. It was an in-country flight. I had an hour and 10. They're like, you can't get across. You never make that flight. And I'm like, it's Ontario to Vancouver. I'm like, if I don't, in my mind, I'm like, if I don't make this flight, I don't get home in time. I can't pick up my dog. My friend's leaving for New York the next day. I'm fucked. Like, there's no scenario where I can make this work.
There's no WestJet Gold Lounge.
No.
Yeah, no, I didn't even make it to the lounge yet. I was just too late. And so I talked to like 2 or 3 people and they all just told me I'm fucked. And so my solution was I just turned into a 6-year-old having not a tantrum, but just like a breakdown. And I just fell to the ground in the middle of Air Canada and just starfished. And just starfished and just laid there. Whoa. And then they're like, sir, are you okay? I'm like, not really. And then I just kind of like, just said all that to you, but like, I said to you, but to them, but just sort of like, I don't know what I'm going to do. And then, my mom's on her deathbed. And then I just started making up worse shit. And then it's like, I just got to get home. I just got my phone. And it's just right there. And then someone's like, sir, what happened? Let us help you. And then like someone in a nice coat came by and they're like, oh, here, we'll get you through the line. And they just escorted me through and it was fantastic.
Someone in a nice coat.
They gave me a nice ginger ale. It was great.
Oh, you got that's like that.
Starfish, yeah.
Starfish and that. Also, ginger ale is the universal medicine. For
It is, yeah.
Anything is wrong with you, it's like, oh,
And I think it's like 80% sugar.
yeah.
But no
like
caffeine.
ginger. It's all ale, no ginger.
What a good move. Yeah, because it's funny when life gets you where you're just like, you're so stressed, you just give up.
It's like you don't want to get angry, but you want to throw like, you need attention, you need it now, and you want to go for it. I'm like, just like, depressed, sad. That people will respond to that.
Yeah.
As soon as I'm back on the plane, like, I'll have one, please. Thank you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. I know. I remembered another scam when I was at university because I never could do papers ahead of time. Like I would just be like, just something in my, I'd procrastinate, and then I'd always do it the night before, run out of time, and then find out a scam to hand it in late and not get late marks. But I would do like the most and get all my friends involved. I remember I had like a girl I was dating, and she was really sweet, and then I pretended I like had her come the next class, and pretend she was in the class before me in the lecture studio, and like go up to the professor and be like, because my paper was done then, and be like, hey, I found this paper on the floor last week, or she's the class after. I can't remember what the scam was, and then he was like, oh, okay, and then he like came up. I was like, I never got my paper back. He's like, yeah, you're really lucky. A young girl happened to find your paper and hand it in. It must have fell off. You must have not put it on. And I was like, oh man. And I just keep doing more elaborate versions of that. And there was one lady I did.
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, it worked. But then there was one professor where it was like, she's like, I've never lost a paper. And then that one, she was like, I had my paper, it wasn't done. And I was like flipping through it. Like when we were going to hand it in, she's like, you all done? And I was like, yep, just ready to hand it in, checking last thing. And she's, and then I didn't hand it in, and then the wait to the next class, didn't get it back. And I was like, hey, I never got mine. And she's like, been a professor 20 years and I've never lost a paper. I was like, huh? First time for everything.
I wonder if she thinks about that.
Yeah, and then she gave me a D on that paper. And I remember I like got that paper back, and I had to wait till like the class ended. I was pretty much the last person because she'd already handed the papers back. And I just like looked at the thing, got a D because I didn't read the book we're supposed to do it on at all. Like, and it was before the internet had summaries of books, so I was completely fucked. And then I just like saw the D and just like walked 2 steps, put it in the trash can, and just like walked out the class. I was like, whatever. But yeah, she probably knew. But it was just so much effort into procrastination.
It's funny how much work you'll put into like the scam, and sometimes it ends up being more work than just doing the thing.
Yeah.
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 It ends up being more work than you would have done to just
I think by
the
last
fucking-
year university, my grades got really good because I just learned that. I was like, oh, just 2 days before, start writing the
man.
paper.
I didn't learn that till I was like 36.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah.
I used to go into McDonald's when it was really busy and just go up to the counter really mad and be like, "Where's my fucking food?" I'm like, I ordered it forever ago, and then they'll just bring. They're like, "Oh, sorry," and they just go get it and bring
What was
it
your
to you.
meal?
It was whatever I felt like that.
Yeah,
day.
no, exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah,
they're
yeah.
saying
Oh,
to
yeah,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I thought
yeah.
you were asking me. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like fucking 20 years ago. Yeah, you could just do that. You'd be like, oh man, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Getting mad's the best.
This is not really a heist, but it's a heist vibe. I think I actually talked about this on stage, but my brother-in-law, one time, he's like he's a really smart dude. He's really funny, really smart. He's a scientist. He's got a degree in, it doesn't matter. He's a really smart guy. When he first started dating my sister, we were hanging out. He was at a family reunion with me, and it was like the early 2000s. It was like Jackass was very prevalent at the time. It was just dudes being dudes time, you know. And we were playing cornhole, and I whipped a beanbag at his nuts.
Nice.
This is like, yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
yeah, fuck yeah, dude. I looked at him and I'm like, hey man, I'm real sorry, and then I just winged his nuts, and he like crumbled into the ground, and I'm like, right as soon as I did it, I was like, oh man, it's like I have two brother-in-laws, and the other one's like the guy you do that to, and he's like, not, and I'm like, I shouldn't have done that, you know. And then I went over to him and I'm like, here, let me help you up. I'm like, I'm sorry, dude. And he was, he looked at me really seriously, and he slacked my hand away, like he wouldn't let me help him up. He was mad, and he looks at me seriously and calmly, and he said, I'll get you for this. He's like, I'm not going to get you today, but I'll get you for this.
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, that's so much worse. And then I forgot about it. I just forgot. And then he got engaged to my sister, and then we were on his stag. We went houseboating on Shuswap Lake. If you've ever not done that before, have you done that?
Yes.
Oh man, stories.
Yeah.
That's the time. If you guys have never done that,
Never done it.
It is. How old are you guys? 29. Yeah, go do it. 29.
36 or 37.
Are you 36 or 30? You're not sure.
I don't know. 86.
Good. Oh, good for you. I like that.
86 years old.
Especially you being 29. You gotta go do this. It's all right. I feel like it's a rite of passage if you're a party person.
There's babes there.
Insane. Nielsen Beach. Craziest. That's one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. It's just like boats, endless houseboats on the beach at night. Crazy raging party on every single boat. And you can just walk onto any of them and be like, I'm in your party now, and they don't care.
Yeah.
It's totally insane. I've done it twice, and it's like that. The second time, I remember leaving the second time, being like, I'm done doing. I'm never gonna do this again. I don't need to. And I felt great about it. I'm like, yeah, we're done. Anyway.
Yeah.
We were going houseboating for his stag. Also on that stag, my other brother-in-law got caught being on the phone to his wife, to my sister, and somebody just walked over to him and took his cell phone out of his hand and threw it in the lake.
Oh,
it's like, no
God.
phones. They also sunk a Sea-Doo on that trip. They were like pulling it behind the boat, and they tied it up backwards. So instead of just skipping along behind, it went like this and then under the water and then just like dragged the water like vertically. They had to... Yeah, they sunk a Sea-Doo. It cost them thousands of dollars. And then anyway, so we go on his stag, and we're in Salmon Armor. I'm walking out of the gas station, and he's walking in, and I'm like, what up? And we walk past each other, and then he just like eye contact, just goes whap and smacks me in the balls.
Oh, nice.
Okay, and then then I crumble to the ground, and I'm like, oh fuck. And then he stands over top of me like Allen Iverson, and he's like, he just goes, he looks me right in the eyes, and he smiles, and he goes, 1 year to the day.
Whoa.
You threw a beanbag chair at my balls. He waited a year, and this was like before smartphones and like reminders and stuff, dude.
Yeah.
He just remembered. So I do tell the story on stage, so I feel like a bit of a hack telling you a story.
No.
But that's a real thing that happened, and it was totally crazy. Dude, houseboating on Shuswap is nuts, man. My buddy Jared jumped off the side of a 3-story boat 'cause he was yelling a bunch of mean shit about the Flames, and it was these drug dealers from Calgary's houseboat, and yeah, they were gonna kill him, and he just leapt off the side of the boat into like 3 feet of water. He hit a rope on the way down, or he would have been.
Wow.
Jesus.
He would have been broken in many places. But
Yeah, like best time ever.
best time of his life.
Yeah.
So sells mortgages now. Getting old's weird, dude.
Yeah.
Your friends who were
especially when they're partying.
your friends who were totally insane. He used to just say, "Don't talk about it, be about it." That was his thing. You guys, I feel like you guys would have been. He was like as close to being friends with Tucker Max as I would ever.
Right. Yeah.
He was like he was an insane person. Very fun. Talked to him the other day. He's doing great. Doing great.
That's good. Housing business is good.
Housing business.
Mortgages are good. Yeah.
Mortgages are good.
Yeah.
Are they? I have no idea.
I don't know either. Yeah.
I'm sure if you're selling houses right now, you're making lots of money because houses are fucking expensive.
Yeah.
They are.
I know. I also like doing pranks that you never do the reveal on, like just like a
Yeah,
lifeline.
that's your thing too.
Those are fun too,
And I
yeah.
love that so much.
Like that's kind of a scam. Yeah.
I've pranked a few people into thinking that they're bisexual that way. Where
Wow.
like, my one friend, he one of my best friends growing up, he's claustrophobic and afraid of heights, and so one night,
It's me. I'm both those things. And
What-
I'm bisexual.
it's probably the same deal. But like one night after the pub, I'm come from college, he was just blackout, could barely stand. He's like, "Jordan, I need you to help me get home." Arm over the shoulder. It takes forever. I walk him home, and he lives on the 16th floor, and he won't go in the elevator. So I'm carrying him up 16 flights of stairs, and it takes me forever to get him all the way home. He's being an ass the whole time, but like he's just too drunk. It's not his fault. I get him finally into bed. He's just like starfishes out, and then he's just like, "You come on in and just crash. It's fine." I'm like, "There's not even room for me, you asshole." So I just load up, like I take his laptop, I load a bunch of gay porn up on his screen, and then just leave it next to his face in his bed.
that's
take
good.
off his pants, and then put his hand.
Oh, that's good.
not didn't take it, but like take his
Yeah,
pants
'cause
off
that just-
underwear.
It's okay if you
That
did.
just, yeah, I got. Yeah.
No, I
It's
didn't.
okay,
Pranking
man. Like if you
yourself
did.
there, yeah.
Didn't-
Yeah, and then I like
didn't make
sucked
it
his
end.
dick,
Yeah,
and then yeah, and he came in my mouth, and I was like,
like,
you
"Ah,
woke
you're
up, and I'm
gay."
like, oh, you're okay. Yeah,
But yeah, no, he woke up all very confused.
yeah, confused like for a while, for probably like the rest of his life.
Yeah. Like, damn it.
I love your pranks that you don't.
Yeah, I would just like, but if that happened to me, I would right away be like, oh, somebody just pranked me. Like I wouldn't be like, whoa, I'm secretly gay when I'm blackout drunk. Like,
Yeah, but like he didn't remember getting home. He didn't remember any of that shit. So
Oh,
he was
okay.
just like he was
I would
drinking. He
still
was
be
drinking
like-
at the pub, and the next thing you know, he woke up, and this is what happened. And
yeah, that's so funny. Drink yourself gay.
Maybe that's what happened to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, right on. What do you got?
For pranks, I don't know. I've had some good ones. My favorite like low key prank was when I found like just a clip on earring, and then I like
Oh yeah, dude. Somebody told me about this.
probably Gordon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Gordon told me about this when we were at breakfast last week. He told me this story, and it's fucking so good.
Yeah, I just like before a thing, found this like clip on earring, so I put it in my pocket, and it looked really real, just like a little hoop earring. And then I ended up that night at a party of like 20, like I was the oldest guy by double almost. I was like 37, and everyone was like 22. And it was like improv kind of people, so like a really wholesome Christmas Carol party.
Nightmare.
Yeah, and then and I just put the earring on, and then every single person, like I would just go where like the young kids were talking, and it's already weird. I'm there,
Yeah.
and then I'd just be like really cool, and then just they'd be like talking about something, and I'd be like, got my ear pierced today, and they're like, oh, cool, man, yeah, and they'd be like, you look sick, and I'd be like, thanks, didn't even hurt, and then I would smile to the earring like it was here.
Yeah.
That, and then they'd be like, yeah, right on. I'm like, cool. And then I did it to every single person in the party. Changed my like profile Facebook picture to the earring pic for like 2 years, and like told everyone, which is also funny, be like, add me on Facebook. And then and even my parents are like, you got an earring? And I was like, oh no, it's just
It's for the bit.
yeah. But I just remember like those kids are probably like, who the fuck was that loser? Like, what an idiot. Like, why was he there?
I love how for 2 years you left your Facebook profile picture
Just
like
in
that in
case one of
case
them-
anyone came across you and
Yeah.
we're like, oh my god, it's the earring guy.
know.
The earring guy, and he's like so into it. You're like,
It was the best, yeah. I know, it made me want to get a real earring. 'cause
it's
I'm like,
so specific. It's such a specific detail to like then leave your Facebook profile picture for
Yeah, but
2
it's also
years.
like when you get an earring, one earring like that, you just become that guy. You're like, holy fuck, this is So
What did it feel like?
amazing. Like legit.
Did it make you want to go get your earpiece?
Yeah, like I wanted to do it for real.
Maybe you
'Cause then
should.
could just. I know.
I could picture you with like a George Michael like hang down cross earring.
thought about
I
that,
think
too.
I think you should start doing that.
Gordon and I want to do like or feather ones, like Shawn Michaels.
Oh
feather-
yeah, that'd be sick. Do you think that your wife would go for it?
No, but that makes it even better.
Do you think she's watching right now?
No,
You don't think so?
no,
There's a 0% chance.
no. She probably might be watching.
There's a 0% chance my girlfriend's watching this right now.
Oh,
If you are, call in.
She would have called in already, and also she probably went to bed like 4 hours ago, for sure. Which sounds awesome.
yeah,
This is so late for me. Chris messaged me and I was like, he was like, I know it's midnight. I'm like, that is like a big ask.
yeah. I know.
That's
When-
like
I
it
go
is
to bed
one-
if I'm not doing stand up. I'm in bed at like 9:30.
or if you're not drinking, yeah. Like what?
If I'm not drinking, well, I mean, it's been a while.
But if you are drinking, then that's midnight's no problem.
if I'm
Just take it
drinking, first of all, I've already been up since the day before. I'm high on cocaine for sure.
Yeah.
And if you don't have a camera in my parents' basement, we're not doing this. That's where I'm at.
What? I could never do the 2-day thing. How do you get through the morning? Like
You just keep fucking doing coke, dude.
yeah,
You
but
just
doesn't it
keep
only
going.
last like 5 minutes?
Yeah.
But then don't you get really tired?
No, you just keep. No, you don't get. I don't get tired because the hunt for the coke never stops.
Ah,
You just keep doing it. You keep doing it until you don't feel anything anymore, but you can't stop, or you'll feel sad.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
So it's like this weird trap because you can't stop because you'll feel sad, but you also can't get to good anymore, and you're just in this purgatory place where you're just desperately trying to figure out stories that you can tell your friends that you already told them before.
wow.
I feel like that's the best. I feel like that's the best way I can describe a 2-day coke bender. I think.
Yeah, that's the ultimate
I think
prank
the
on yourself.
Most, yeah, yeah, got you good, you bitch. I think the longest I ever went for was like 4 days.
Holy shit. Yeah, I've never.
I was
just-
alone though. I wasn't by my. That was the last time I did coke. That was the last time I did coke, drank, did anything substance related at all. It was 2017. 4 days before Christmas.
Wow.
Yeah,
40
I
mega
did,
bender.
went 4 days.
That's yeah, that's 4. Because I just as soon as I see the sun, everything's just like you're going to sleep. You can't.
I see this. I used to see the sun and then be like, "This is it. You're making a decision. Are you shutting it down or are you going to keep going?" And it was always a means. It was always like the decision was based on what my options were. I think that that's what all decisions are based on. I would whatever I had at my disposal. You know what I mean? Like if there was still an option to get it, I'm gonna try to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
go
what I
for it.
mean?
Yeah.
But luckily, it's kind of often hard to get when the
Yeah,
sun is up.
because if I'm up to 6 a.m. and then I sleep and then I wake up at 9 a.m., that's like a new day. I could do that, no problem. Just start drinking again.
Oh yeah, yeah.
like
Oh
new
yeah,
day.
yeah. I had friends that were like that too.
Yeah, I could do that.
I was just the guy who just kind of stayed up that extra hour.
Yeah, yeah.
It's really not that different.
No, it's not. Yeah.
One time in high school, I went to a rave to sell MDMA, but then it was ecstasy. We didn't have we didn't have scientific names for the drugs yet. It was just called ecstasy. And I went to this rave to sell ecstasy for my friend, and I opened up there were capsules. I would open up the capsule and empty out a little bit of each capsule. It's like when you steal liquor from your parents' liquor cabinet and water it down. I did that, but with MDMA pills. And then he caught me, and he got real upset. And then
How did he catch you?
I don't know. I'm not sure how he caught me, but he did. He caught me, and I was busted. And I had to be like, yeah, I did that. And then I think I had to give him my PlayStation or something. I forget.
Wow.
Yeah, it was dark. It was dark early, but I thought it was fun. I just made jokes. I'm like, oh, give me my PlayStation.
Yeah.
Cool. We're cool.
I remember
Cool. It's not sad at all.
Don't wear thumbs.
Yeah, if Amias and I, another comedian, went to Gorgamesh, like that. Like Gorgamesh is the one place I can still walk. Like I know the head bouncer guy. It's like after hours.
Well, I've never heard of Gorgamesh.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. It's just there for you when you need it. But it was like I think we closed down like a 3 a.m. bar, and then we walked out, and this homeless guy's like, "You want to eat like crack or nothing?" And we're like, "No." But I heard there's an after hours club. I'm like, if you can show us where that is, like, give you $10, and then he's like, "Yeah, I'll show you." and walked to Gorgamish, and then it was thankfully then I became friends with the bouncer shortly thereafter. So that was great. Even if I was just in the area, because from 2 to 3 a.m. it's lineups like both ways, VIP, like. But he would always just let me walk.
There's nothing better than walking past.
I would sometimes just go in and then come right back out. And he's like, really? And I was like, I just live for that. But other times, but if I was staying, I would stay till like the place. And the after hours is so funny because it's like it peaks kind of at 2, 3 a.m., 4 a.m., and then like from 4 till 6 or 7 or whatever it ends, it's just all dudes.
Is this
shirtless.
here in Vancouver?
Yeah, downtown Vancouver.
And it will go until 7 in the morning?
Oh yeah, 7, 8 in the morning. But
is it
5
still a thing?
till 7. Oh yeah, it's just it's weird like that. The city kind of turns a blind eye to it because you can.
Is that the one just off Granville?
Yeah, it's right off Granville. You can buy any drug you want. I don't know.
It's not. I can't believe I've never heard of this.
But the end's just all dudes. That's it. Like shirtless. It's wild. But then you. I was with him. We were there till like whatever 7, 8 a.m. And there's like this red room you can smoke cigarettes in. It's great. And I don't know, I probably shouldn't talk about all this stuff. But then we walked out and it was like 8 a.m. or whatever. It was one where because they go kind of sometimes at 6 a.m. Sometimes it depends how busy it is. So we walk out and Dublin's bar's right across the street and it's just like FIFA World Cup. 8
Oh yeah,
and I was like, oh, let's go.
Start, yeah.
But they couldn't serve till 9 and it was 1 hour and I was a maniac because I'd been up the whole night.
That must have been a
And I
hard
was like,
hour,
come on,
dude.
yeah, and I kept chanting and the guy like came over. He's like, dude, it's breakfast. Shut the fuck up. I was like, shirt off, and he's like, I know you want a beer, and he's like, I'll pour you one right at like the second it's 9, and he's like, if you just shut up, I'm like, deal. And then gave it at 9, drank there till like 10. Then I was like, let's go to another bar. And we had to stop at like a church. Like if
my whole body is tense.
yeah, Phineas is like, he's like, I need coffee. So I'm like, there's coffee in there, but it was like a church gathering, so we're like wasted.
It's an AA meeting by accident.
I know. We're just like filling it. Everyone's in suits. Like it was a fancy downtown church, and they're all in like suits, and we're just like drinking the free coffee. Like, and then we went to the bar, and I remember I was just like falling asleep at the bar like at noon, and I was like, I can't do this. And then I realized I lost my wallet, and I was like, fuck. And checked the after hours was there, and then so I had to go. I was like, because I knew I'd bought my drink at that bar, Dublin. So I was like, I think I left it there, and it took like 3 days because I was too much anxiety from the hangover, and then finally went to the bar to get so I had like no ID, no credit cards, nothing.
But you knew it was there.
I a pretty good chance. It's either there or it's gone. And then I like walked up and I was like, oh man, so much like shame and stuff. And the guy was just like, who I didn't recognize. He was just a dude chilling up front. And he was like, hey, you fucking idiot, you left your wallet here. And I was like, oh man, thank God. He's like, yeah. He's like, we all been there. He's like, you were on one. I was like, oh, but thankfully. And I was like, man. And I tried to like, I think I ended up like insisting he take $20 because all the money was in there and all that stuff. He's like, no, man, you're having a good time. I was like, man, I was sort of knowing. He's like, no, you're great. He's like, you're a lot, but
how much of a lot do you need to be if the guy works at the after hours? I was like, whoa, dude. Yeah.
The reason the guy at the after hours remembers me, the bouncers, because the first time I went there, it was like magic, and I kept taking. You could do anything, like take your shirt off, nobody gives a shit, and I was dancing so much that I'd like stretch my pants out, my jeans, that they wouldn't stay up. So my pants kept falling down. And he's trying to, and the other thing I'll always do at any bar I go to is when it's last call and it's done, I'll just keep going, one more song.
Yeah.
And then they'll sometimes do another song and I'll just keep doing it so he's like, dude, get out. But I was so drunk. Oh, and then my pants fell down. And I like tripped over my pants and fell into the wall. And he's like, Jesus, buddy. And I was like, and then, and I think I was like, I'm 40 or what? I don't know. I was like 38 at the time. And then, he just remembered me from that, and then found out I was a comic, and then he was always good.
That's great.
Yeah, it was good.
You're the same age as me, right? I think.
Yeah, just turned 43.
Yeah, me
week.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, last week. Happy birthday,
Thanks,
man.
Maybe it was 2 weeks ago.
Fuck, right on. There's not one person called in.
Not one.
That's wild.
We got skunked tonight. No, sir.
We got. Is anyone watching?
We've had 12 viewers.
How many are watching?
Three
right
people
now?
are watching right
3
now.
people are watching. I want to know who they are.
Yeah, somebody called.
Maybe I
in.
don't. Maybe I fucking don't want to know who they are.
Oh, they actually have.
Annie just commented. What did she say?
Gorgamesh is a cesspit.
It is.
Gorgamesh is a cesspit.
That
Annie,
is
call
correct.
in. Tell us
Annie,
about
is
what
it
happened.
Annie who lives across the hall from me in my building? Is it that Annie?
Yeah, now I want to hear the Gorgamesh. I think for
Tell her to call in.
a female Gorgamesh would be terrifying. Like if you went there at 4 p.m., you'd be like, it's like the vampires in Blade. Like,
Oh yeah, that's
like,
kind of what I pictured.
Yeah,
to be
it
honest.
literally is like that. But man, it's so fun. I've never seen a fight there. I've seen some. The other thing that I'd love to do is there's a back part where like these scary like Hell's Angels dudes sit, like they're like the scary guys, And then every single time I'm there, I'll go up to them and be like, "Hey guys, anyone fucks with you, just let me know." And they always think it's so funny. Like, they're like, "This guy's," but if you guys fuck with me, and they're always like, "What?" But I just think it's like 100% success rate. But I would never do that sober, like never.
No.
Yeah, but I also
Shit! Somebody called us.
Yeah.
Whoa! It's the cops. Hey, so you guys are for sure under
Hell's
arrest.
Angels.
Hey there, caller. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Hey there. Who do we got?
Who do you have?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
My name's Annie.
Oh,
I
Annie.
saw the flyer.
Right on.
Right on.
What do you have to say about Gorgamesh?
Yeah. Talk to us about Gorgamesh.
That's where you were talking about, right?
Yeah.
I tuned in for that. Yeah.
I've never been to Gorgamesh, so talk to me. My name's Dan. Talk to me like you're explaining Gorgamesh to someone that you, or just tell us whatever you want about Gorgamesh. Actually,
I don't know. Okay, Gorgamesh is like the place you go to, even if you don't go to after. Yeah, but like even if you don't go to after hours, it's the only place you can get like a fucking 6-pack after 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
And
They do
leave
the
it.
special Gatorade. So if you get the Gatorade, ask for special Gatorade. It has vodka.
what's special
It
Gatorade?
has vodka in it, 4 ounces. You get messed,
Yeah.
dude. Sometimes it doesn't taste like there's
Yeah.
alcohol in it. And one time I snuck one out and I drank it like the next day in the morning, and it was like pure. I was like, oh fuck, no wonder I'm like almost dead. Yeah.
Hey,
I think every worst night I've had downtown in Vancouver has in some way ended up either at Gorgamesh or standing outside of Gorgamesh with somebody who was really high on coke. Either I was really high on coke or somebody I was with was really high on coke. We're standing in the alley and somebody is like, okay, we got to get some more beers before we go back to the apartment and get more high. And either you have, like, that's where you either have a moment of clarity or you don't. And that, I think, determines the rest of your night.
You got it.
Like, that's the toll booth. That's the metaphysical
toll booth.
toll booth.
Yo, that's such a good way. That's great. The toll booth, the moment of truth, the sorter of souls, the maker of men between boys. You're going to decide. That's, wow.
Do you have any
Yeah,
good?
either
nights
you
you've
realize
taken your
you
toll?
shouldn't be there. Either you realize you shouldn't be there. You should go home, or you don't.
I'm not picturing girls there at all.
There
I'm
is
picturing
from like 2 to 2:30, and then they get scooped up quick or leave out of fear. But when
Or
I
they
come
were
to
there
that
with
toll booth,
leave out of fear. I think that's a good way to put it.
yeah, when I come to that toll booth, never once have I been like, nope. Like
Yeah.
it's 100%.
Yeah.
I'm going to Gorgamesh.
I would have said, there's a 0% chance I would
You
have
paid
ever
the
not.
toll.
Yeah,
You always paid the toll.
Can we go there? Like, will you take
you
me
go
there?
right now. Walk. Yeah, right after this.
Yeah.
It's open.
Yo. Fuck, I kind of want to.
Yeah, let's go.
What's the Annie or what's the craziest thing you've seen over there at Gorgamesh?
At Gorgamesh?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah, fuck. You know, my memory, it's not a great question to ask because my memories of being there are not.
Yeah.
Like, pretty spotty in general.
That's fair. Okay, let
think
us ask you, do you have a story about a scam or a heist you've been involved in?
Somebody tried to recruit me into a pyramid scheme recently.
Oh, nice. Did you do it? Are you doing
Yeah.
it? He's like, by the way, I've got some.
No, I knew it was a
Tupperware
pyramid
he
scheme,
needs.
and I actually asked him, and he was like, "No, it's not a pyramid scheme. It's an MLM."
Oh yeah,
and
that's what they
tried to
say.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and then I just wrote it out for as many free lunches.
Which one?
Oh,
man.
wow. So you're
okay.
scamming him.
Oh yeah, the hunter becomes the hunted.
Yeah,
What-
there's a girl on my Facebook now that I know vaguely from another city, and she's getting into that. But she's like, it's not an MLM. It's $900 to get in, and if you want to change your life and make $900 an hour, like it's crazy. And I just love it. Like I set my thing to I want every update.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like my favorite.
Yeah.
because it never ends well. Like, yeah,
I pay rent in the city. Does that count?
Get out of here. That's great. We're going to Gargamesh. You want to come with us? Am I saying it right?
Gorg.
How am I fucking
No,
not aware
I'm,
of this place?
I'm packing all my shit tomorrow.
Where
I'm
you-
moving soon.
Where are you going?
Tired of this rent?
I'm moving to Montreal.
You're moving to
Yeah,
Montreal.
shit.
really tired of the city.
What are you gonna do? What do you do for work? Let's start crowd working him.
Yeah. Dude, Montreal in the summer is great. Are you going for summer? You're going.
Probably not. Well, I'm probably gonna be out of my apartment at the end of the month, and then just couch hop until the end of July, and then go. I have an apartment there right now. Actually, I just got it the other day.
Dude, this is an interesting guy.
Yeah. What do you do?
So I have a diploma in live sound and audio engineering, but most of the time I do like carpentry labor stuff.
It's the most Vancouver thing I've ever heard anyone say.
Yeah, well, I'm actually going to Montreal for carpentry for a carpentry course.
Is there a way to
It's a
combine the
year.
two?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I still do live sound, but just at like DIY events or whatever.
Yeah.
But like I'm going to school for a year in Montreal for carpentry. Guess how much it costs, like materials included.
In Montreal. I didn't
yeah,
graduate
for a
high.
year.
I didn't graduate high school, so I'm gonna let Griffin answer this.
Dude, I don't know.
Okay, how much do you think
Five.
that should cost? How much realistically do you think that?
So you have to
would
buy
cost?
your own wood?
$6
No,
grand,
no, what?
$5 grand if you get it
No?
from
because these are
Alberta.
materials. Okay.
Buy your own wood.
I don't know, because then that's really going to raise the price,
That's
dude.
crazy. You gotta show up with
Do
a
you
bunch
buy
of
the
plywood.
paper you write on when you go to school?
Well, okay, listen.
You gotta buy books.
Dumb. You're right. That was a dumb
It's
question. Yeah.
$270
What?
It's
$270?
It's $270 to go to the school
a year.
a
For a
year.
year, materials included.
$270 a
tools.
year. Muddy, I think you're getting scammed.
That's amazing.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it sounds
It's
like
a
a
technical
pyramid school.
200.
Quebec is just well, I mean, you'd have to pay into any school. So, I mean, I guess that's a sales scam.
Do you have to learn it in French?
No, it's in English actually.
Do you have to smoke while you do it?
I smoke already. So.
Nice.
Hell yeah,
Dude, I thought you were going to say it was like 20 grand.
I thought at least. I thought it was going to be high. I thought you were going high.
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah, I went low. I thought
No,
5 grand
Quebec is
was
just
low.
really
I was going to
close
guess
to-
5 grand.
I feel like we just got scammed because
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be high. He scammed us.
All right, your turn to stop grilling me. What are you guys about?
This is our job, man. This is it. We take phone calls between 12 and 1, and then we're at Gorgamash the rest of the time.
Yeah.
What is this, like a CITR thing? What is it?
What's the CRCR? What's that?
CITARC. You mean the community radio?
Oh no,
Yeah.
no, it's not even.
No, this is all independent. We're pirate radio.
We're pirate radio, baby. This is it. The
Here's,
cops.
Oh, yeah.
here's your hot tip for the trains in Montreal. If you're ever doing any long commuting, don't pay for tickets, just jump on the bus. If you ever see a ticket person come through checking tickets, run to the bathroom, leave the door unlocked, get naked. Wait for them to check the door, they'll open it up. They'll be so goddamn embarrassed that they've seen everything. They'll shut the door. Maybe they won't wait outside to check your ticket, but just wait till they get off, because eventually at some point they're stopped. They have to change shifts, so they'll just move on. Put your clothes back on and leave. You're safe.
Okay, so what do you do? What do you do if they're still waiting?
You're fucked. I think you just
Starfish.
paid it.
What do you say?
Starfish.
Lay on the floor.
Starfish.
You
lay
tell
on
them
the
how,
floor.
Yeah.
Starfish, tell them how much you love them.
Yeah. That's yeah.
Yeah.
Annie, if you're looking for comedy, Dan Duvall's headlining Comedy After Dark downtown tomorrow.
That
2
is
shows
true.
Saturday.
I am doing that. That is true.
He's a stand-up comedian. That's what he does
Oh.
here.
Chris also is a stand-up comedian.
Can you put me on guest list?
Can I? Oh, you know what? Yeah, probably, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Annie, you're
sure.
on the guest list.
I can do that. What show do you want to call, the early show or the late show?
What time's the late show?
Late show is I don't even know, 9:30.
9 or 9:30.
I think it's at 9. It's at 9:30. Yeah, 9:30.
I'll probably swing that.
Okay, how many tickets do you want?
Just one.
Okay, you got it. This guy's gonna murder me. Dude.
No, dude.
Okay, yeah,
That'd be pretty
9:30.
funny.
Yeah, you guys are gonna go to Gorgamash. It's gonna be great.
9:30. We're going to
That'd be
Gorgamash.
pretty funny if I fucking John Lennon you.
Yeah, that was fucking Jesus Christ. Is your name Annie or Ernie?
Annie.
Annie, like ANNIE.
ANI.
ANI. Oh, Annie. Okay, what is that? Is it short for something?
Are you okay?
Yeah. It's. Yeah. Is this short for Anakin?
Well,
No, we're not fucking.
Shut
nerd. Well, I'm not a nerd. Chris is a huge nerd. But
No, it's short for Anthony.
oh,
cool, Annie. Yeah, that's dope. Yeah, man, you can come out 9:30 Comedy After Dark on Pender Street. Roll through. Got you a ticket, bud. Thanks.
It's sick. Yeah, I'll do that.
Cool, man.
Why not, man? Yeah, keep a lookout. Look out for glinting lights in the distance, like rifle scopes and whatnot.
Okay, great. I hate this. I'm such an afraid.
Well, thanks for calling.
Keep an eye out, man.
I was not ready for that. That's crazy.
Maybe I'll bring like a Nerf gun. Let's like pop you at some point. Like,
Oh, that would actually be pretty funny if you brought a Nerf gun and hit me with it in the middle of my set after all this.
Yeah, it would be.
I think that'd be funny. That would be funny. Please don't shoot me, man. I really like my life. I'm having a great time.
man, you think I would be calling you guys if I had access to if I had the means to get a firearm in Canada? My God.
That's a good point.
I'd have better things to be doing.
I feel safe.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that?
That's
Turned into
crazy.
Gorgamesh. Yeah. But
All
yeah.
right, well,
Better things to
I'm
do,
not
you
gonna.
know?
All right, buddy. Good luck with the plan.
Thanks for calling in,
Yeah,
man.
good luck, dude. Yeah, we'll see you
Yeah,
tomorrow night.
I'll see you tomorrow night and
Looking forward to it.
have fun at Gorgamesh.
Yeah,
Get there before all the women are gone, huh?
yeah, good idea.
Got
Our wives will love that.
Yeah. I kind of like it when it's all dudes. And it's funny, the music ends and you're all shirtless and you're like, well, see you next week.
oh my God!
leave.
Oh,
That's
just real quick
Yeah.
before I'm gone, I think one of my favorite slang terms of all time is still ugly lights. Like, you know, when the lights come on at the
ugly
club,
lights, yeah, big time.
the ugly lights,
Yeah.
and the ugly lights at Gorgamesh are something
Oh,
else. I'll tell you that.
Some people
bet.
burst
It,
into
like the
flames.
shame, the shame,
Bursts into flame.
unreal. You are faced with 1,000 mirrors.
That's awesome. Thank you for that.
All right, take it easy, guys.
Later,
Take
dude.
it sleazy.
I mean, I did.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. We got a call.
Yeah, hell yeah, Annie.
Yeah. And I think he just saw it on a poster, he said, or something.
Yeah, we paper.
That's nice.
I put an absurd amount of like phone number rip-off tabs in Oppenheimer Park, and I'm just waiting.
Oh, right.
Oh, man. Never in my life would I call like a poster number. Like, that's wild. That's good, though.
I feel like if anyone was going to do that, it would be you. That seems like something you would do.
True.
I put up a bunch to say like you up. Well, you know, let's see what happens.
Yeah. That's cool. That's good.
That
I
is
mean,
really
maybe
cool.
if I was wasted, I'd be like, oh, I'm doing this for sure. Yeah, I would for sure.
I can't believe that none of our friends called.
No, my other buddy just texted me, this show's awesome. I'm like, dude, call him.
Marito said he was going to call in too, but I texted him. He's probably with a feminita.
Yeah, probably. That's fair. What do I do if I got to pee?
Just go pee, man.
It doesn't matter.
Nah, go
I feel
for
like
it.
nothing matters here, right?
That's pretty
That's
loosey-goosey.
kind of the whole point. Okay, I'm going to take a piss.
Later, dude.
Be safe. Good luck.
Thanks. Great job, everybody.
We're doing it.
Just don't come back.
Chris Griffin, special out now on 800-pound gorilla. How's it feel?
Yeah, it feels good. It's not bad. We're almost up to 40K.
It's 1 week? That's pretty fucking sweet.
No, it's 2 weeks.
2 weeks now?
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's crazy. It like goes and then just like slows down, and you're like, please don't stop. But it's still doing like 1,000-ish a day. So I'm like, oh,
Oh, that's
that never
great.
stops. But
Yeah. Well, no, for sure. I mean, like, you remember when Dino's came out, went on his channel, where it was like, I forget the number, what it was, but there was like slow, steady incline that kind of seemed like it was plateauing. Then all of a sudden something happened, then it just jumped again.
yeah.
So there's really, and I don't think that's anything anyone can predict. I think that's just what it is and what happens, and the right person likes it or however it is. But
Yeah, somebody shares something weird. Yeah, and it's good that because like it's like with 800-pound gorilla, and then they have like famous people who like Matt Rife will they have his stuff, post a clip is like 5 billion in like a second.
Yeah.
But then for like the not famous people in that group, like I'm like, oh, I'm doing all right. Some of mine are like a pretty like good views. So you're like, but I guess it's so weird. And then like some clips where I'm like, oh, this one sucks, and it'll do really good, and I'm like, oh, this one's great, and it does. So I don't know what's going on.
No, I don't
Nothing makes
understand.
sense. Yeah.
I think half of clips is just like the timing of when you post them.
Yeah.
And then that even in itself is just sort of like chance.
Yeah, it's like a lot of randomness, or like like you said, just one first person's like, "This is great." Comments, they're like, "Oh, it's
Yeah.
up in the thing." Yeah, but I try not to stress about it. And then there's only and it's nice people have written me like messages and been like, "Hey, it's great," which is cool because you like live the material, and it's kind of was older by the time I've recorded it and whatever. But then it's new to people, so you're like, "That's great." Which you filmed and edited and produced it, so thank you for that.
Oh, hush.
Well done, Harbor Podcast Studios. If you need film work, but yeah, that was it turned out. Yeah, it looks great. But I've only got like a couple comments, a lot, because I have a joke about going to the gay bar, and I get a lot of like, dude, you're gay, like those messages.
yeah,
and I'm like,
yeah.
okay, man. But there's a little clip I had of a lady, which was a true story at like a kind of like a weekly show where there was like 8 comics on the show, and I was going last, and the lady at the front had sat the whole time and wouldn't turn around to watch the show. And that bit they clipped out 800 pound and posted up, and then some guy commented underneath like the video being like, now I know why she wouldn't turn around, which I was like, well, that's a pretty good roast. I copied that one. I was like, man. And then I went and looked at his Instagram page, and he's got like no, everything he posts is like 2 likes, and then he posted one of a screenshot of the movie The Whale, and he's like, not much of an emotional guy, but this one got tears. And I just wanted to like comment under his diss of me and be like, hey man, go cry at The Whale, you fuck. But then I was like, nah, this guy, he deserved this moment. So I just liked this thing. And my favorite thing is to agree with haters. To be like, man, that joke sucked. And you're like, yeah, man, I really got to work on that. And then they'll private message you and be like, hey, I deleted my comment. Like I was having a bad day. So I like doing that.
I hear that all the time. Like 99% of everyone who does that, they just deflate them immediately that way.
Yeah, because I think they are just, or they're drunk or they're whatever. But it is funny, but also still, yeah, when it's a good diss, still hurts your feelings. Or just like when people are like not funny, you're just like, oh man.
I think they're all just looking for validation in some way.
Or they're 12, and then that's also funny.
Or it's me. Actually, they're all me. To be honest, yeah.
So both things are true.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Fuck. Holy smokes. Hey, can we call other people?
We can.
Let's just start fucking calling people.
Let's call the cops.
Let's call the cops. Yeah, totally. Let's just call rant. Let's prank people. Let's just call people's numbers. Start dialing random shit.
Eric, call in, dude. Yeah, I don't know. We should have told DK. He would have called him for sure.
Oh man. I don't know. Should we go to bed?
What time does this go till?
It goes until you guys don't want to go anymore. So it's up to you. Normally there's more callers, so we just kind of go until they stop. But this is
never started.
Now we're just playing for it.
We can go to 1:30. Yeah, it would be. This would be
1:30's good.
great if I was just getting obliterated.
Oh yeah.
I would go till like 9 a.m. Honestly, if I'm drinking, I never ever will stop. Like until. That's the problem, because drugs, people you can
You
do.
should have that on a T-shirt.
Yeah, I know. It's just like it always is like booze is gone, or people are just like, hey man, we're done, and I'm like, damn it. Like
Yeah.
okay.
Feel that. Yeah. Where are you guys going?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
So we were doing this.
We still got options.
Yeah.
There's still moves left to make.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I won't. That was it. It's like a phrase.
That's good.
I know. I feel like I just hit a wall.
Yeah.
Well, we talked about stopping, and then everyone just got caught on the idea.
And
of
we
it.
got sad. I think we just all felt like drinking. And then we're not, and then we're not. And then we're like, yeah.
I know. Drinking makes like everything the funnest.
Yeah.
Like anything.
Drinking's awesome. If
Yeah.
you're thinking about quitting drinking, don't.
Yeah.
Think again.
Don't do it.
Yeah. Even
Think
like,
of a good company lager.
People who hear me speaking at recovery events are gonna watch this, and then I'm never gonna get another one ever for the rest of my life. Like, you guys should drink.
I think you're safe. We're not gonna
Yeah.
watch this.
There's 2 people are watching it.
Yeah,
One of them's Bill Wilson. The other one's Dr. Bob. That's an inside joke for anybody who's, you know what I'm talking about. All right. This is the founders of Alcoholics Anonymous. All right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, there they are. We're canceled.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's Bill W.
it's the CW.
Who is it?
Hello there.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, buddy.
How's it going?
Do you know who this is already?
Oh yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a delay. I'm like,
Who is it?
that's Eric.
What you up to, Eric?
Hey, Eric.
Just
He
partying?
kept looking at me. I'm like, uh-oh. I got to call. I said, call. I'm like, uh-oh. He can see me.
Yeah, I was watching through your screen.
Hopefully you can't see what I was doing. That's kidding. I got pants on. Yeah.
I don't know why that noise makes me so uncomfortable. So, Eric, tell the story of how we met.
You do know this person?
Yeah.
Who? Okay. I don't know this person. Hi, Eric.
I think just after one of your shows, I was like, fuck, man, that's an awesome show. And then I stalked him, and like, oh, you live here? Oh, hey, buddy.
Yeah, that's how it goes. These,
Crazy.
Yeah.
What a crazy story.
I know it's hard to make like dude friends, you know, in your 40s. So this was
You're new friends. You're like 40s, and you became
Yeah,
friends in your 40s.
Yeah, I think I just met after a show, and then
Was it in Vancouver here?
Yeah.
And now what? Okay, do you guys have a good like scam or heist story? or
Yeah,
anything?
Eric, you ever done any scams or heists?
Well, this one dates back to my paper route days. There's like the people paid for papers, and some people got the free paper, and they had this promotional thing where you get money back if you send it in. Well, I took all those sheets out, and nobody got them, but I cashed them all in.
Hell yeah, dude. That's sick.
Hell yeah. 10 years old and already.
10 years old,
Life of crime.
starting a life of crime. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's all about the crime.
Ditching your papers was always the funniest one. Like as if you weren't gonna get caught. Like you literally just
Oh, yeah, I started doing that after.
like every person. You do that when you're done. When you're not gonna do it anymore because you ditch all your papers and then you just like every customer's gonna call. Like every person's gonna be like, "Where's my paper?"
Yeah, it's like, fuck.
Do you know who?
Used to that big- So I'm like, I can't deliver papers now.
Do you know who calls in and complains about anything? Are people who read the newspaper.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember. Kind of unrelated, but I had to do a corporate at like noon for the Yellow Pages once.
What?
Yeah,
That's
and like
crazy.
2 or 3 years ago. So I was like, oh, I just wrote like roasts of who still uses the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
And I show up. It was in a really fancy place, like one of those like private clubs downtown. So I go there, and thank God I wore a sweater because I was just gonna wear like my usual like whatever. And then I was like, thank God I was like, might be fancy, and everyone's in full on suits, and it's all the executives from like North America at this meeting. And then right before they brought me up, they're like, guys, it's been a tough year and that's a lot of good people with the layoffs, but we're here for to have a laugh now. And then they brought me up, and I'm like,
You're like,
what? So I had to ditch all, but I'm like, thank God I saw that.
Like,
Yeah, because I was like, imagine I'm just up there roasting him for having the dumbest business
Shit, are
model.
we getting another call?
We got another call.
Calls are
shit.
flooding us in. Eric, can we put them both?
Oh,
Can we,
shit.
do we
We'll
put
do
them?
one at a time.
We'll do
Oh,
one at a time.
Well, we know Eric.
conference call.
What do we do?
We'll call him back.
We'll call you back.
Call me back. Call me back.
Okay. See ya.
Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good.
Good.
How you
How's it
doing?
going?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Is this
Hi.
a prank?
Welcome to
Hey.
welcome to
Hey.
Midnight Madness. Hello. You're on the line.
Hello?
What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
And he hung up.
Oh, that was a great prank.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It got me.
Yeah.
I kept saying hi. I meant it every time.
Yeah, I love
Do we
that.
call Eric back?
Eric, he'll call back in a second.
Eric, call back.
Yeah. Man, if that was a prank, that was awesome. Like, I hope right now he's like, dude.
I got him so bad.
Just high-fiving a whole room full
Yeah.
of people.
Oh man, I can't tell that story. I probably can't. There was this like mom that was really mean to it. No, I can't tell the story. I can't.
How do you not get Graham Clark to do the Yellow Pages one?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the move.
That would have been incredible. Yeah.
That would have been how you do it. You get him to come in and read the fucking.
Oh god.
Oh, that's got to be Eric.
Here we go.
It's got to be Eric.
Hello, caller. How's it
Hey,
going?
sorry, it seems like we had a bad connection there.
Oh yeah,
Is
hey,
this Eric or the new guy?
Is it
guy.
Eric or new guy?
Hey,
Prank is great.
Hello.
Hello,
hello?
Hey, how's it going?
caller, you're on the line.
Yeah, you're on the line.
Hello?
Hey, man, can you hear us? Oh, man. All right, new guy bailed.
Sorry, we had a bad connection there. Hello. Hi, that's Aaron
Fuck.
Reed.
Yeah, I fell right back. Like
I did too,
Right, it was
got
like
me.
bad connection. I'm like, oh fuck.
You know those people who have the voicemail where they're like, "Hello."
Oh, yeah.
And then James Boyle has that. I don't know if you know him, Victoria comic. He has
Oh
it.
yeah.
But it's like not real. Like it is, but it isn't. He didn't do it on purpose, but it gets
I'll
me
get you
time.
every time. Yeah, I know that. I'll get so mad at that I won't leave the message.
His goes, "What up? What up?" And I'm like, "What up?" And it's like, "You miss." And I'm like, "Fuck." I'm like, "Shit." I start talking. And you're like, "God damn, I was shut fuck." You're so embarrassed. It was just you there. We got owned again. It was the same guy.
Yeah, it was great though.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, because he did it. He's like, oh, I think we had a little connection or something like that.
I mean,
And
we
were
asked Sora, we had a bad connection. And
Yeah.
then he was like, hello.
oh, it was so good. That's awesome.
I thought it was my sister for a second.
Oh, there,
Oh.
Eric's back.
Eric's
Nice.
back. Thank God. Oh, we're getting 2 calls at once again.
You're on there.
Am I on the air? I'm
Yeah,
on the air?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Is this Eric?
yeah.
Yeah, it's Eric.
All right. Okay. Thank God you're back. Fuck.
Can't believe you guys got rid of me for that guy.
Yeah, what a fucking joke,
I was
man.
call. I was like, when I cleared the tears, and, yeah.
That's kind of how do you feel about that? About us being like, we're gonna get this other call.
I kind of wanted to call him and be like, yo, put me on the phone with this motherfucker.
Yeah, we got to get that technology.
Eric, did you just get another call like in the background?
Did I get another call?
I swear I just heard the phone sound again. No.
Oh, you guys are getting that guy calling back. He's just got a bad connection.
Do we answer that guy again? I don't think we answered
I
that
think
guy
he's got a
again.
bad connection with his brain, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think. Is there a way to conference call? I want to talk to him.
You got to. Oh,
Oh,
is it
no.
him again?
It is him, but we don't have a way of conference calling.
Do we try it one more time?
I think he's gonna hang up.
There's got to be a way.
I think we got to do it.
We got to do it.
We got to do it, Eric. We got to
We'll
take
call
this
Eric
call.
back.
Oh,
All right, we'll put you on hold.
shit.
We
We'll
gotta
put you
do
on
it.
Put you on hold this
We'll
time.
put you on hold. We'll put you on hold.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, good man. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. Can I call you guys right back? I'm a little busy.
Hey, Eric, how's it going?
All right, we're not answering them again.
Dude, we got pranked.
We got pranked. We're confirmed pranked
Yeah.
on that one. We got scammed. We got scammed on the show.
The
bro.
ultimate
Holy
heist.
shit.
Yo,
You got head.
Yeah.
we got scammed on the show about heists and scams.
That's great. It's probably
That is
Dino.
great.
He's like, I can't make the show, and then just to do that prank.
I was like, can you keep me on hold for just one more second? I want to see what happens on the show. Oh, yeah, you didn't answer.
Yeah.
Right.
Eric, we messed up, buddy.
We messed up, dude. What are we supposed to do?
That's all right. That's okay.
What's your job, Eric? What do you do?
I do construction sales and musician.
Oh, you're a musician. Because
Yeah.
Chris made a guitar motion, and then you were like, I do construction sales. I'm like, oh, what? I was like,
Carpenter
Chris, that's-
musician.
Oh, I
that's-
did like a jerk off motion with my left hand, but I was like, why am I doing that? They can't see it, and that's not even any instrument.
Oh, you did that.
That-
You're telling us that you did that?
Skin flute.
Yeah,
skin
I'm a
flute.
hand talker on the phone though.
Yeah. I used to be a hand talker too, and I was like, doing. Is that him again?
It's if it is, he's blocked his number this time.
Oh, we gotta try it.
Oh, we're putting you on hold, Eric. One sec.
Hey, what is his number? I'll call his number.
Oh,
No,
we
it's a
can't.
slippery
block.
slope.
Okay.
Hello there.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, how's it going?
Who is this?
That scares me every
I
time.
know.
My name's Dan. What's your name?
Jer.
Hey, Jer. How's it going?
Hey, not bad. So you got on the voicemail it said Epstein didn't kill himself.
That's correct.
Yeah. Oh, it does? Does it say that? On
Yeah,
the
yeah. When you call in, it gives you a little bit of a preamble of what to expect and how to, turn your computer volume down, etc. and so forth. There's a little bit of a pause, and it says Epstein didn't kill himself.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, right on. Do you have a follow-up question?
Did he kill himself?
I mean, I wasn't there.
There's no
If
way.
you listen to our message, it's all there.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
that's like I don't want to speak for the MOTN, but
I mean, I didn't even bring it up. You guys brought it up.
it's a really good.
Like as soon as I called, it was the first thing I heard.
Is that the first thing it says?
No, it's the last thing he says.
Oh, because it's actually pretty funny. If
Oh,
that's,
okay.
You should maybe make it the first thing.
Maybe I'll sandwich it.
I don't know. It was like, yeah, it said a bunch of stuff, and then it was just Epstein didn't kill himself.
So it's-
and I was like, okay, I guess that's what we want to talk about.
Okay, so is this the first year hearing of Epstein not killing himself?
Are you aware
Well, I
of
don't
Jeffrey
even-
Epstein, the
I don't even
financial
know.
advisor,
I don't
was
know
in
the.
some trouble?
I mean, I don't know the story. I didn't even know you were sick.
How do we do? Okay, what do you? Do you have questions? We'll try to answer.
Jared, have you ever had a heist?
Well, I don't know. What do we did?
We're talking
so
about
he died.
heists.
We have been talking about heists and scams. Do you?
Okay, so this kind of fits in with that.
I guess so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a heist. Killing a guy and then making it look like he killed himself. That's the heist to end all heists.
The scam of murder.
That's a heist. You know what I mean?
That's a
like,
heist. Yeah, that's what Ocean's 12 is about.
Yeah. That's Ocean's 14. Yeah. How many oceans are there?
7.
I think it was like
I
6.
mean the movies,
13.
not real oceans.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's a pretty big heist, man. I mean, sort of. I mean, the thing is,
I mean, how do you make a guy look like he killed himself? Like you gotta like make him look sad,
but also,
and
yeah. He's got you just put the National on in his cell. No, I think actually, if I think about it, it's not a good heist because nobody thinks he killed himself, so therefore, not a good heist.
they didn't do it properly. Yeah.
They fucked
No
up.
one-
What
no
did they do
one
with it was a rope, like the hanging. It was a hang.
I don't know.
I think it was like
Actually, I don't know.
his bed sheets.
Right.
In bed sheets. You just suffocated in the bed sheets.
You know, like,
Classic.
Yeah, they choked him out.
That's how I
He's a
was
real
going to
pillow
kill
biter.
myself.
You're gonna suffocate.
Yeah.
You're
drowning in my
covers
bed
too
sheet.
long.
Oh, we're getting another
Yeah.
call.
Oh no.
Okay, you guys take that call.
Okay, man. I'll see you later.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Jer.
Don't look
Okay,
up.
okay, see you later.
Don't look up
Have
9/11
fun, guys.
Building 7. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I'll call back. I'll do some research and I'll call back.
Sick.
Okay, cool. See ya.
We should also still have Eric on hold.
Hello?
By the way.
Oh
Hello?
shit.
Oh,
Hello.
hello?
Oh, I think he just hung up.
Hi, I just wanted to comment about your message you had before. Why does it say Epstein didn't kill himself?
Funny you should mention that.
Yeah, crazy. Is this the first you're hearing this? Did you think that he was?
Yeah, I don't know why it was on there. I just haven't. Anyone brought this up?
We just had a conversation.
One caller
Strangely enough, yeah, one caller. We had a lot of calls tonight, but one of them did ask the same question. Is this the first you're hearing of Epstein not killing himself? Like, did you think that he killed himself, and then we're kind of just presenting you with new information right now?
Hello?
Dude, we're getting scammed so good by these guys, and I'm here for it. It's great. That's so funny. How are
This is
you?
better than Gorgamesh.
Yeah.
This is what Gorgamesh is
Do we
like.
still have Eric on hold?
No, he hung up as soon as I said that.
Oh, damn.
Should we go to bed?
We can go to
Probably.
bed.
We got scammed in the end. This has been a success.
That worked out great.
It really
Yeah.
did.
Double
yeah.
scammed.
We
Like
got-
it's a team.
Yeah, they teamed. Yeah, that was
I
actually.
love it.
Yeah, 'cause-
I want to get in on that end of it.
Yeah, that's
Just
fun.
giggling at home.
Every Friday night, I'm never awake past midnight on Friday. Never.
That is the one problem of the show. It's a live stream when most people don't watch live streams. But I'm also kind of like, that's when comics are up and they're like, oh, they're leaving shows, and then like
The people who like this show are gonna love this show.
Yeah.
This is very
And once
fun.
this gets
You-
huge,
the audience building is a little bit more difficulter, I think, than it's going to be for other things. But
Yeah, please keep doing this. I'll tell everyone I know. This
even
is awesome.
I like the first show. Randy called in, and she's like, "Oh, I was just like walking home and felt unsafe, so I called in." I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
shit!
yeah, that's
now we're doing
nice.
community service too.
Yeah,
That's fucking
great.
wild."
Oh shit!
Last caller of the evening.
Last caller
It's
of
the prank caller guy. Do you want to pick up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we love this guy. This guy's
Hello, last caller of the evening.
last caller of the evening.
Hey, welcome to the Midnight Caller Line. What seems to be your answer?
What seems to be your answer?
The answer? Yeah, what seems the answer to the question? Is this your first time on this show? All right. Thank you very much. I'm going to clear the lines of serious callers. Got to go. Bye-bye.
God, that's awesome.
I don't know who you guys are, but that was fun.
That was the best.
Thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
keep doing this. Please keep doing this. This is awesome. Every time I'm in Vancouver, I'll come here and do
Fuck
this.
yeah, you're
If
always welcome,
If you'll
sir.
have me, I love this. This is very fun.
Thank you both.
Call
so
it
much for
Midnight
doing
Madness and then do it at 8 p.m. But then just call it Midnight Madness.
Well, we'll see how long I last.
Yeah. Fair
Listen,
enough.
thank you both, Chris Griffin, Dan Duvall, showing up. Thank you very much for coming out. Check out all their stuff on socials, all that. You know where to find them. Check a bio. See you all next week.
Bye.